United States veterans deserve to be compensated for new disabilities caused by their service-connected conditions. VA depression claims are exactly how you can accomplish this. And as a winning VA claim isn't going to magically fix you, the extra money's nice. And that'll make your life easier. The two most common disabilities for service-connected compensation are hearing loss and tinnitus. You might think that these conditions don't affect your daily life, but they do. The problem with these two conditions is there's a cap on how much you can get for them. So what should you do? File a VA depression claim secondary to your tinnitus or to your hearing loss. Do not let the government take advantage of you. Mental health symptoms are common, secondary to tinnitus or hearing loss. The Department of Veterans Affairs recognizes major depressive disorder as a rateable and compensatable, I don't know if that's a very good word, under the law, major depressive disorder. That's what you're going for. If you're filing a mental health claim, you want to make sure that the VA will rate you so you can get paid for it. How do you prove your depression is service-related? You do it on a secondary service connection claim basis, and this means that your depression is related to another service-connected medical condition. You have to have something service-connected first, like hearing loss or tinnitus, and then you could file a secondary claim for depression. An example of this is if you suffer from hearing loss or tinnitus, it makes it hard for you to work, converse with friends, family, and it affects your daily activities, your whole routine. If you don't have a diagnosis for it, get one. A veteran must receive a medical diagnosis in order to receive benefits based on secondary service connection. Medical professionals must also provide evidence of the relationship between your current disability, depression, and your active duty service-connected disability, hearing loss, or tinnitus. This is known as the nexus. It links your depression to your hearing loss or your depression to your tinnitus. A board-certified psychologist or a board-certified psychiatrist needs to make this link. That's what kind of doctor you need. The psychiatrist or psychologist needs to explain how your depression was caused or made worse by your hearing loss or your tinnitus. If you've been seeking treatment from a VA psychologist and or a VA psychiatrist, you want to make sure you have a diagnosis of major depressive disorder and your symptoms are properly documented. You can ask your VA psychologist if they'll write you a nexus letter describing how your depression was caused by your hearing loss or your tinnitus. If your VA doctor objects and says it's a conflict of interest, then you need to find a private psychologist. Where do I find a doctor that could write a nexus letter for depression? I don't know where to get one. I think you should start looking on Google. Google is your friend. Type in psychologist who writes VA nexus letters or nexus letters for depression and see what pops up. It's important to find a doctor in your local area or at least located in your state so you have less problems with the VA rater. You're going to find a lot of results and ads from companies that can connect you to a mental health professional. And to this, I would say stay away from the middlemen. They don't offer any value, in my opinion. You need a doctor, not a middleman. Let me jump in here real quick and tell you about my boot camp. If you want to learn more about the VA claims process, check out my boot camp. You can talk to me live. There's a link on the website and in the description, combatcraig.com. And also, if you need medical evidence like a nexus or documenting your symptoms properly, go to our website, combatcraig.com, and it says medteam/nexus letters. Click on that link, fill out the form, boom, you're done.